start with an update from the ABC15 investigators. For the first time, we're hearing from the fired prosecutor who worked with police to invent a gang and then falsely charge protesters as members. April Sponsel taking the stand in her own state bar trial as she fights to keep her law license, even breaking down in the middle of her testimony. ABC15's reporting led to the trial. Chief investigator Dave Biskobing exposed multiple protest cases brought by Sponsel that were based on lies and exaggerations. Dozens of people had their charges completely dropped. But in today's hearing, Sponsel maintains everything she did was right.
A lot's come out in her testimony so far. Way too much for just one news story. So in the coming days, we'll be breaking it down into specific angles. And we'll start with the first main case they questioned her about today. And that's about an innocent bystander that she still believes may be a gang member.
And if you would, ma'am, please raise your right hand and I'll swear you in.
April Sponsel swore to tell the truth. And under oath, she told a panel of disciplinary judges she still doesn't think she did anything wrong.
Do you still believe that you used measured, ethical, and reasonable discretion to determine who to prosecute and who not to prosecute?
Absolutely.
Do you admit to any unethical conduct during your prosecution of those cases?
I do not.
That's still the case with her case against Ryder Collins, a man who was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Why do you believe that Ryder Collins was one of the protesters?
As I sit here today, I'm basing it on the information that I had received and information I had received and information I had not received.
On October 17, 2020, he was swept up by Phoenix police and then later charged as a gang member. Ryder could have faced decades in prison. We showed you his testimony earlier this week.
These people were trying to bury me, and that was just like a really scary feeling. Like I just was depressed, and it was the hardest time in my life.
Ryder is a nurse. His hobby is photography, and he was downtown that night shooting cityscapes. Then he saw the protest, deciding, like many others, to watch it unfold by following along on the sidewalk. But police refused to believe him.
Awful demanding for somebody being part of a riot.
And officers in Sponsel then presented false information to a grand jury.
Ryder Collins stated he was not involved with the protest. Why didn't you just accept that at face value?
Because of the information that was gleaned in the police reports and the information that we had relating to legal observers.
According to the ACLU, legal observers act as legal witnesses to political demonstrations and document the events of public protests, including any incidents of police misconduct or violations of the rights of protesters. In Sponsel, she believes Ryder was likely a legal observer working for the group, and that made him part of their gang.
And the information we knew about legal observers and Ryder Collins matching the very description regarding legal observers and what I had learned throughout the summer.
After our investigation into Ryder's arrest, the county attorney's office almost immediately dropped the charges against him, confirming there was never any evidence to support those claims.
His testimony that he was there to take photos of buildings at sunset. If you had found those, would that have corroborated his story?
No, not necessarily.
Why not?
Because people can be out there taking pictures of the sunset and then go home and murder their spouse. Does that necessarily mean that they're innocent of murdering their spouse because they said they were taking pictures of the sunset earlier in the day? No.
Again, this is just our first report about her testimony. We'll have a lot more as these hearings continue into next week. For now, I'm investigator Dave Biskobing, ABC 15, Arizona.